Hello learners, welcome back to the another video in this series. In the past two videos we have configured the full IP version 4 configuration, and from this video we will configure the IP version 6. We will start configuring the IP version 6 configuration. So let's get started by configuring first by R1. So now let's go to R1 quickly. And to enable the IP version 6 routing, you have to enter the command that is very important. Don't forget IP version 6 unicast routing. This command is generally used to enable the IP version 6 routing on the routers, so don't forget it. So now let's move to the interface 0/0/1, that is basically connected to switch 1, and we will assign the IP version 6 address, that is 2020 db8 FE80 0:1 /64 IP version 6 address. We will also assign the link local address. The link local address is basically the address that is local to the link, for example between the two routers. So if a router want to send a message to its adjacent router, so it will use that this link local address. So let's assign the link local address FE80. So let's say FE80:1 and link local. This is the whole command. Now let's move to the interface 0/0/0 IP version 6 address 2020 db8 FE80:1 this time 1/64, and again the link local address IP version 6 address FE80:1 and link local address. Okay, now let's check the what we have configured is correct or not. So we will check by entering command show IP version 6 interfaces brief to check the what the IP address we have configured on the interfaces. So on 0/0/0 we have configured 2020 db8 FE80 :1 I think that is correct. And on 0/0/1 we have configured, yes, it's correct. Now let's move on to the R2. So now configure the R2 in the same way. Configure terminal. Now let's name the host R2. Okay, and the very important command IP version 6 unicast routing. Then let's move to interface 0/0/0 and IP version 6 address 2020 db8 FE80:1 and this time 2/64, and again the IP link local address FE80 link local address. Okay, now let's move to the interface 0/0/1 this time. Yes, IP version 6 address 2020 db8 FE80:, and this time 2:2 according to the topology, and link local address IP version 6 FE80:2. This will be the link local address. Now let's move on to the now let's check had we configured correctly or not. So IP version 6 interface brief. So on interface 0/0/0 we have configured the 2020 db8 FE80:1:2. So that is correct. On yes, that is correct. Yes, that's correct. Okay, now let's move on to the router R3. Configure terminal T. Let's name it hostname R3. Now same command IP version 6 to enable the IP version 6 routing. IP version 6 unicast routing, that is the command, very important command. Now let's move on to the interface 0/0/1 interface 0/0/1 IP version 6 address 2020 db8 FE80 this time I think 2:1. Okay, /64, and IP version 6 address link local address this time FE80:3, and that will be the link local address. Now let's move to the interface 0/0/0 IP version 6 address 2020 DB8 FE80 colon, and this time it is 3 double colon 1 slash 64 to donate the subnet mask. Now the IP version 6 link local address FE80 double colon 3 link local address. Okay, now let's check had we configured correctly or not. Show IP version 6 interface brief, interface brief. So on the 0/0/0 side we have configured yes it's correctly, yes it's correct. Now let's move on to the router R4. So we will do the same thing on R4, same configuration. Now first name it R4. Now the IP version 6 unicast. Okay, now let's move to the onto the interface 0/0/0 and IP version 6 address, this time 2020 DB8 and FE80 colon, and this time I think this is 3. Yes, this is 3 and double colon 2 slash 64. Yes, and IP version 6 address FE80 double colon 4 link local address. Okay, now let's move on to the interface 0/0/1. Sorry, interface 0/0/1 IP version 6 address 2020 DB8 FE80, and the now let's check it is 4 colon double colon 2 this time. Yes, /64 yes, IP version 6 FE80 double colon 4, and this is the link local address. Now let's check again. Show IP version 6 interface brief. So on the 0/0/0 side we have configured 3 double colon 2, yes it's correct. On the 0/0/1 side we have configured 4 double colon 2, yes it's correct. So we have assigned the IP version 6 IP address onto the routers. uh, you might be remembering that in case of IP version 4 we have done the configuration of DHCP server on routers R1 and R4, but in IP version 6 there is no need. You just go on to the host and enable the auto config, so the host will automatically will be assigned an IP version 6 address. As you can see here, the IP version 6 auto config request successful. So the first this part is the network portion, and this 2DO 58FF FEE7 and B4 B3 is basically the MAC address. So the IP version 6 address is a combination of the subnet is a combination of subnet address and also the MAC address. So this is how to assign the IP address to the host automatically. You just have to go on and enable the auto config to get the IP address on the host. So let's do it on this host also. Go to the host and enable the auto config. So this host also have been assigned an IP version 6 auto config request successful. Okay, now let's go on to this host also and enable the auto config. So the same thing is here, that if I try to ping the host in the finance department, for example, the IP address 3333333. So is the IP address of the host or the laptop one in the host finance department is this. So if I try to ping 2020 DB8 double colon FE80 colon 0 colon 2D0 then D3 FF and FE56 and 6C41. If I try to ping, so you can see the message that the reply destination host unreachable. So the traffic is unable to go from this router to attach a subnet. If I